Hi everyone, this is Julianne Victoria. Welcome to my channel. This is our weekly reading for the week of June 9th, 2025. Let's see what advice, guidance, God, Spirit, the universe has for us for this week. All right. Okay, for this week's reading, I'm just using a deck I already had out for client readings, and it's the Light Seers Tarot. Okay, so I'll be doing the mini cross spread as usual. The last couple of weeks was really a lot of energy of us working on ourselves. And I think that continues on this week, but in a much lighter way. Yeah, there's more a feeling of peace, like within ourselves. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Swords. I love how she's walking a sword that's like a tightrope, full of ideas. So our minds, have cleared, right? So like 2 weeks ago was like something's no longer renting space in our heads for free. Last week was like a lot of digging deeper. And that digging deeper doesn't happen in a day or a week. It continues on. But we're feeling like, our minds are clearer. Our heads, we've aired out our heads, you could say. And now we're able to absorb more information. We've got our own ideas. Yeah. And I want to say we're less worried, but in a sense where we're not restricting ourselves because we're too afraid to try something or learn about something. Okay. Strong learning energy this week. All right. The next card, or the first card in the main part of the spread, is the card that represents us or the viewer this week. And we come up as the 10 of Wands. And I really like this 10 of Wands. Like she's come down the hill. So things are getting easier. They're getting smoother. We still have a lot of stuff we're working on. We always do. But I love how it looks like, there's a breeze coming from behind her. Her jacket's moving forward. It's like the air, kind of going back to that Page of Swords energy. The air is helping us out. The air, the wind, our spirits, our souls, your angels are sort of helping us move forward, to help us manage what we have to do, deal with responsibilities we need to deal with. I don't get a sense of taking more on this week, though, of course, it's a general reading. That's probably going to be the case for someone out there. But it's much more manageable. And you could say we are much more manageable to ourselves. A lot of air, a lot of mind energy. Our minds are much more manageable this week. Okay, so laying across us is the 10 of Wands, which is both a challenge or environment positions. Often it's a bit of both. We have the 8 of Wands. So this looks like, it makes me think of a bunch of firecrackers going off at once, a bunch of sparklers. Okay, we're managing things better within ourselves, and that can also, of course, express into our physical lives. All the while, all around us, sparks are going off. Stuff is happening. Could be good, could be not so good, but we're steady. We're forging ahead. We're not ignoring this. We're aware of it. How can you not be aware of this stuff all around you, right? Stuff's happening. But we're more centered and grounded. That's very important to say. We're more centered and grounded. And I feel we will feel more and more centered and grounded throughout the week, in spite of whatever craziness is going on in the environment. The challenge of that craziness. So another way to say it is the challenge of that craziness is not affecting us as much. Not that we're ignoring it and doing nothing about it. We have a strong sense of responsibility. But within, right, in here, within our minds, we're more steady and centered. Okay. Now, crowning the reading, in the mind position, we have the 10 of Pentacles. So we may be thinking about family, friends, a group of friends, a community, a larger sense of community. We are thinking of the group. Now, with this in the mind position, I don't feel that we are lost in group think. Quite the opposite, right? With the combination of the main card and the underlying message in, the underlying, message. I was like grasping for words today. But our minds are looking at, with a clearer perspective, nudged by spirit, nudged by the air. I want to say nudged also by compassion for those we love and for our fellow human beings. Strong Aquarius energy here. And with the energy of this education, clearer ideas, you can even say seeing things more clearly because they are light bulbs. Our minds being allowed to see the light of things more clearly. And I'm just noticing these lanterns up here too. We will see how we ourselves and people we engage with, and possibly even beyond, can help our fellow human beings out. Again, whether that's very immediate, your family and friends, or community, your city, and so on. Yeah. Helping them in spite of whatever fireworks are going off all around you. And maybe because of, right? Okay. So below in the physical realm, we have the 9 of Pentacles. So physically, we're feeling pretty good. This is a card of independence. 9s are numbers of, you could say, solitude, independence, going your own way. And we're feeling really good in that. And this is the strong grounded energy, right? Because it's Pentacles, Earth in the physical position, which is Earth, physical, right? It's all physical. We're feeling really centered and grounded. We're good with who we are. Doesn't mean everything's perfect, right? And we're aware of our power and the impact even little things can have on the people around us. Okay. All right, in the past position, we have the 2 of Cups. And this could be about a relationship, but this is really, we're still on this sort of theme of the individual, our minds. This isn't just, cheesy, self-love. It's we've embraced ourselves in some way that has allowed us to get to this point of being able to embrace the responsibilities of our individual lives, of life in general, or the general concept of life. Because those don't go away. Those are here. We're in the physical. And we've accepted, you could say maybe accepted a part of ourselves that was resisting all of that. This is going back to kind of last week's digging deep within, doing the dirty work within. We've seen some dirt within and we're like, okay, that's a part of me too. It's not something to shoo away. It's like, oh, let me mold that dirt into some clay and make something more useful or better, or something I can learn about myself with it. Okay. The future card here is the Four of Pentacles. So we have 3 pentacles out of 6 cards in the main spread, which is nice. That's just enhancing that centered and grounded feeling. This card is making the light shift on the camera. Sorry about that. It's all the red. It's shifting the color scheme. Yeah, this is a card of security. And especially with this card and this deck, like holding the purse closely, like we are and we will continue to grow deeper into our sense of self-worth and in feeling secure in who we are, because we're taking responsibility for ourselves and our lives, how our life is and where our life is going now and moving forward. So yeah, sense of independence, safety, and security in our being. And this is all because we've embraced a part of ourselves that maybe we didn't want to like before, right? But it's who we are. And all the work we've been doing has cleared our minds up so that we can now see things more clearly, have better ideas about what to do, and be open to learning new things, which could be something like learning how to cook. It could be learning about life, about ourselves. Okay, so then there's the 3 more cards, extra cards on the future. The first card is the Four of Swords, which is again more peace, serenity within. I love how there's a heart there. More at peace within our hearts, in our nest, in where we are right now. Not where we want to be or where we thought we wanted to be, where we are right now. This is grounded, centered. Then we have the Sun card, which card of joy, beautiful, light, celebrating. Her arms are up. She's happy. So I do want to say our heart chakras are opening up to accept more guidance from our souls, from our inner selves. And then we have the Nine of Cups, another really great card, the happiness card, the wish card. So from what is happening and the work that we are hopefully continuing on with this week, of course you have free will, you could toss it aside, more peace, more joy, more happiness is to come. And I don't think these 3 cards are just what's next weekend. It's what's to come from this process, which takes more than a week. It takes months, it takes years. But we're on that path. Okay, that is our weekly reading for this week of June 9th, 2025. Thank you everyone for being here. Let me know how this is playing out for you, and I'll see you back here next week.